Segment 2, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org, communitypolicingcamps24.org. There is a big event coming up that Team Jet is celebrating. You've seen them before on the show. As a matter of fact, one of the interviews with one of our guests is one of the top 20 most watched segments we've ever had. You can see all our stuff on YouTube. This is the Jet team, and you've met before Rabbi Zev Kahn.
Nice.
And I hope I get this. I'm so bad on names. Rabbi Ari Burian.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Very good. Good to see you guys. So you want to tell us a little bit about yourselves and Jet?
Sure. Well, it's nice to be back again, Avi, and
My pleasure.
on your 20th anniversary. Very excited about that. Well, Jet is celebrating its own anniversary, our 7th anniversary. Jet's been around now for 7 years, and we've expanded. You've had on your show before Rabbi Shalom Garfinkel, who's the rabbi here in Chicago, and he's now celebrating I think he's been here 5 years now.
Wow.
And he's now started a great program for young professionals downtown. Because as you know, when we started, we were working with college students.
Right.
But those students graduate and they want to continue. So we've got a young professionals program downtown, which is great. Yeah. And Rabbi Ari over here, who you'll talk to soon, he's been down in Champaign for the last 3 years. So we've got a great program down at the University of Champaign. So altogether, we estimate we reach about 1,000 students a year.
Wow,
on
pretty impressive.
Colleges all over Illinois. We do all kinds of programs, and we've got a very exciting event coming up on the 4th of June.
So what is the program?
So it's a debate. It's called the Great Presidential Debate, and we have two great speakers. You've probably heard of them. Jeff Jacoby, who writes for the Boston Globe. He's going to come in and take the Republican position. And David Lukens, who is the head of the political science department at Touro College. He's going to be taking the Democratic position, and they're going to be battling it out to try and convince the audience who's the best candidate for the Jews in November. And I don't need to tell you there's a lot of very interesting and controversial issues that face the electorate this year, but two of them that face the Jewish community are America and Israel. And so we're very excited. It's going to be on Monday, 4th of June at the Doubletree Hotel in Skokie.
No, that sounds great. And sounds like a very lively debate. This is not the first time. It seems like, I know you're into politics, that's for sure. So, you know, it's a different way to get people interested is political stuff. It's really kind of cool.
It's a good question because people have asked, you know, why are we doing a debate? We're an education organization. Yeah. Our name, JET, Jewish Education Team, tells the whole story. We are focused on Jewish education on campus, but we believe this is an educational event as well, because what we're doing is we are showing people what do traditional Jews discuss when they're deciding who to vote for. What are the issues that they're different to the issues that other groups might discuss, but they are still very engaged in the political process. So last time we did this 4 years ago, we had over 500 people that came.
Wow.
And we're expecting a big turnout. And we're going to allow questions and answers from the audience. It's really going to be a great event.
No, that sounds terrific. Absolutely terrific. And that should be a very lively debate. And yeah, that's one good thing. Political debate brings out heat in people. And, you know, yeah, that should be a very interesting event. No question about it.
Right.
How many different programs do you have going right now?
Wow, that's a good question. Well, first of all, we have all our educational programs on campuses all over Illinois. That includes our flagship program, Maimonides Leaders Fellowship, that Rabbi Ari can tell you more about down in Champaign. We have Shabbatons. We have big, Shabbos programs almost every week.
By the way, just because I understand what you're saying, like not everybody who's watching the show understands Hebrew or these things, so you need to explain to people what these things are.
Well, as you probably know, observant Jews celebrate the Sabbath from Friday evening until Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And many Jewish students have never experienced a Shabbat the way a traditional Jew observes it in West Rogers Park or the Hood, as we like to refer to. So we have 20, 30 people every week coming in, staying in our homes, enjoying the beauty of the Shabbat, and down in Champaign as well. And once a year we have a mega Shabbat where in the past we've had almost 100 students come from all over Illinois to celebrate.
That sounds pretty cool. And basically, you put them up at your house and at
Right,
your house
right.
and wherever else.
You know,
and
West Rogers Park, it's a very warm and welcoming community. So we have families that are just thrilled to host students, and it's part, you know, for our students, it's some of the most exciting programs that they go on is our Shabbat program, because they've never experienced anything like this. Plus, the food's good.
Okay. Well, that definitely works. No, it sounds very nice. No question about it. So, in terms of your classes, okay.
Yes.
So, how many? Like, if somebody's in West Rogers Park, or you know what? Forget West Rogers Park. Somebody's downtown. They're watching the show right now.
Right.
Or somebody's in Niles, let's say, and they're watching the show.
Right.
And they want to attend a class. How close are they to classes? What can they do? What kind of age group is there? What are they going to feel comfortable with? That kind of thing.
Well, that's also a great question. So we are on Facebook. We're on the internet. People can contact us. And we have programs. For example, we just had a program in Buffalo Grove. So if there's a student out in the College of Lake County and he wants to do a program, then they can contact us and we'll set them up. And if they're downtown, we have a young professionals program. We have lunch and learns. We have a lunch and learn downtown. So we have got programs, even if they don't want to do it live, we've got online classes they can do.
Very cool. Now, you know what? Let's give Rabbi Burian a chance to speak because we're starting to run out of
Yes.
time. So tell us about what you got going in Champaign.
Yeah, so I live in Champaign for the last 3 years, and we live right there on campus with over 3,000 Jewish students.
Wow.
And we host the main program we run is this Maimonides program, which Rabbi Kahn mentioned, where we have 30 college students every semester that come for the program. It's a 10-week crash course in Judaism, and they come also for 2 Shabbat experiences throughout the program. And we graduate them by the end. We feel like by the end they're really leaders of the Jewish community, having much more knowledge and Jewish pride than a lot of their peers on campus. And in addition to that, we have daily and weekly classes, as well as every week, Friday night and Saturday, we have about 30 guests at our house for each of those meals.
Wow, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, so my wife keeps busy cooking, and it was a busy 3 years, and this year we're actually moving up to Chicago and increasing our programs here and across the state, and we're actually hiring a new couple to live in Champaign this coming fall to continue growing the JET team.
Are you going to still work on colleges, or?
I am, yes. I'll be spending part of my time in Champaign, but also a lot of programs here in Chicago, helping Rabbi Garfinkel with programs at DePaul and Loyola, UIC. And I also started my own programs at Illinois State in Bloomington, as well as Bradley University in Peoria.
Wow.
And there's many of the campuses we haven't reached yet that we hope to reach over the upcoming year.
That's very cool. And if you're getting 30 families out of a community of 3,000, you basically have 1% of the Jewish community there every Friday night.
Right, exactly. They're not families, they're students, but over the year we had over 200 different students that have come for a meal.
No, it's very cool stuff. So if people want to get in touch with JET.
Well, the best way is to go onto our website.
Okay.
That's jetcampus.com, jetcampus.com.
Okay.
Or they can find us on Facebook. We have either individually our own pages, or we've got a JET page as well.
And that's under the name?
That's under JET. If they go under JET, Jewish Education Team, they'll find us on Facebook.
Very cool. I want to thank you very much. Rabbi Zev Kahn.
Avi, it's a pleasure.
Rabbi Ari Burian, very good luck. I hope a ton of people show up.
And I want to invite you to come and join us too. I hope you'll be able to join us, because I think you're a little bit of a political pundit yourself.
Just a tiny bit. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.